Goed, die laaste van dit wat julle dan gevra kan word in die einde van die jaar is die plakkaat. Okay, so die doel van 'n plakkaat is om 'n boodskap vinnig en maklik en sonder baie moeite aan die openbaar te verskyn. So the posters whole idea is to get a message quickly and easily without a lot of effort to the public. Dit is 'n effektiewe manier om groot getalle mense te bereik, so it's effective to reach a great amount of people, om sodoende geleenthede te adverteer en deelname te bevorder. So it is there to advertise events and to get more participation in that. So this is a basic advertisement. It really does not look that good because it's a bit big, but just to give you an idea, so this is the place that is advertising it together with that, because it says N in the middle, and then the topic of what they are advertising is the Grand Jol, and they have a list of all the names of the people who will be there. They tell us where this is going to be, the Grand Arena, Grand West specifically, 240 Rand a ticket, kaartjies beskikbaar by CompuTicket. It gives you all of the other details that is not there. So you see, even if you look at the the poster quite quickly, you will get all the necessary information that you need. Obviously, you won't be able to do this in the exams unless you are super artistic, but all of the people who will be attending is then obviously pasted pictures of there. They have people dancing over here to indicate that it is really going to be a jol, it's really going to be a lekker kuier, all of those things. Okay, so the tips and tricks. Again, we follow ABBA, so dit moet die aandag trek. How will it attract your attention? Using the names of people who will be attending, using the names of, in this case, Suidooster is a TV program, Tiger, I'm assuming is a magazine or something. I'm not 100% sure on that. But it's a story on TV and then a magazine. So obviously the characters' pictures as well. The big word, the word jol, meaning we're going to have a lekker time, the people dancing. All of those things can be used to attract the attention. Belangstelling, it needs to create interest. How do we create interest? We mention things like dance. So if you're interested in dancing, then you're going to want to go there. Obviously, if you know some of the people who are appearing there, Kurt Darren, I see there's Emo Adams is there. This kind of looks like Oprah, but yeah, but you get what I'm saying. So belangstelling will be created through what you can see. Obviously, if you say the first 10 people who arrive or the first 100 to arrive will get a free something, that will also then create interest. Okay, begeerte, create a sense of I need this, this will be the best thing for me. Again, that can be done through prices, not making the prices too high. Again, saying free things. Again, keeping it to what to current events. Let's say, for example, one of the famous musicians will be appearing in your town. Then you can maybe add things there like the new single will be released for the first time there, or something like that, that will create this longing of I must be there. And then if all of those things are correct, you will obviously go over through to action. Sal jy oorsit tot aksie, jy moet die kaartjies gaan koop ensovoorts. Okay, so dit word geskep vir 'n spesifieke groep mense. This is obviously created for a specific group of people. People especially who like Afrikaans music may be interested, or people who watch Suidooster, those kinds of things. Die krag van die plakkaat lê in sy eenvoud. Again, the power is in its simplicity. Less clutter, more info is fine. Die leser moet die plakkaat maklik verstaan, needs to be easy to understand. Lettergroottes en lettertypes is baie belangrik. You see that this Grand Jol is written in a different font from this. You'll see the titles of the two places or the two companies or organizations that's working together on this is their own recognizable font for their programs or their all of those things. This is again in bold. It's slightly fatter, slightly bigger than what we have over here. So keep that in mind. Die inligting moet dit moet inligting oor die produk gee. So information regarding the product or service must be given in this. The questions: wat word geadverteer, waar gaan dit gebeur, wat alles gaan daar gebeur en vir wie is dit? All of that needs to be in here. Okay? Nou die ontwerper van die advertensie moet baie ekonomies met woorde omgaan omdat spasie beperk is. Remember, yes, you have, if it's a normal poster, you're going to have an entire A3 or an A2 or even an A1 size. But people are walking past, they are driving past, and the information needs to stand out clearly so that they can see what is there without wasting time on that. Okay? So keep it short, keep it simple. Try not to waste too many words on unnecessary nonsense. Die plakkaat moet baie duidelik die spesifieke boodskap wat dit wil oordra uiteensit. So the message needs to be clear and concise. So in this case, again, what is the message? Tiger in Suidooster bied aan die Grand Jewel. It will be held on the 5th of May 2018 at that time at Grand West, and that's it. So yes, it did succeed in that because I know exactly what is going to happen. Obviously, then, if I remember Grand Jewel, then later on I can go onto the internet to CompuTicket because it says there the tickets are sold at CompuTicket. So then I'll go to CompuTicket, I'll see what CompuTicket has to say about it, and then I will buy the tickets if need be. Prices are also on here, so again, you can put the prices on. But something else that would maybe make belangstelling better is if you have something like speciale prys of afslagprys or something like that. Okay? So yeah, that's the plakkaat. If there's any questions on the plakkaat, please feel free to ask me. It hasn't been asked in quite a few years, so it might actually come up this year. Keep that in your mind whilst you are studying. Goed, sterkte!